The movie starts with Madison, an influencer on Instagram, having a great time on vacation in Thailand. She went there for a week, arranged by her boyfriend, Ryan. Unfortunately, Ryan couldn't join her as planned, which made Madison feel disappointed and alone. But despite feeling that way, Madison kept posting videos and pictures on social media and promoting beauty products. One evening, while Madison was at a fancy hotel bar, a creepy older man named Rupert came up to her for a casual chat. He tried to seduce Madison, but a girl named CW, who was sitting nearby, sensed his intentions and stepped in. CW saved Madison from the situation, and they started talking. CW, being a local and knowing a lot about the tourist spots, assured Madison that the place was safe but warned her to be careful when traveling alone. She offered to be Madison's companion. Over the next few days, CW took Madison to beautiful places and made sure she tried the best food. They had a great time together, going to nightclubs and having fun. But one night, when they came back from a club, Madison noticed that the door to her villa was open. It was clear that someone had broken in and stolen many things, including money, beauty products, clothes, and Madison's passport. Feeling horrified, Madison asked CW for help, and CW helped her contact the police. The police filed a theft report and started investigating. CW gave Madison a form to fill out for a new passport. Normally, it takes about 2 weeks to get a new passport from the US Embassy. But Madison didn't want to stay in Thailand for several more weeks because she had important things to do back in the US. That night, Madison told Ryan about what happened, and he got very upset. He seemed more worried about Madison's Instagram account than her well-being. He was concerned that missing photo shoots would harm her account's popularity. Madison felt neglected and upset with Ryan. After thinking it over, she made the difficult decision to end the relationship because it was going downhill. She abruptly ended the call. In the following days, Madison traveled around Thailand with CW, exploring more amazing places. Thailand always captivated travelers with its many attractions. Madison shared some incredibly beautiful photos on her Instagram, documenting her experiences. When Madison asked CW to take a picture together, CW declined because she was shy about being photographed. She didn't want people to see her birthmark and possibly make mean comments that could make Madison uncomfortable. After a few days of traveling, CW brought Madison to her seaside home. She had a surprise planned for the next morning, which involved Madison going on a solo trip to a nearby island. CW had a boat and knew how to navigate the sea. She presented this new challenge to Madison, who eagerly accepted the opportunity for an exciting adventure. Madison saw it as something exciting that could get a lot of attention, engagement, views, and likes on her social media. She admired CW's adventurous spirit and thought she was an impressive woman for going on such trips. Eventually, they reached a remote island, far away from the mainland and rarely visited by tourists. There weren't many boats that came to that area. While exploring the island, Madison noticed a marking on a wooden surface that looked like 7 drowned lines. In the evening, as they sat in front of a fire, Madison remembered that it had been 10 years since she last had a moment like this. A decade ago, she used to sit with her friends and listen to scary stories. Thinking about her friends now, Madison said that if they were there, they would probably say that CW brought her to that place to kill her. Being alone with nobody to hear her screams, it would be a perfect place for a murder. CW found this thought amusing and CW found it funny to imagine leaving Madison alone in the desert without food or water. CW believed Madison wouldn't last long there and nobody would care if she died. Madison laughed it off and said her followers would search for her if she disappeared. They had a good time together, dancing and laughing throughout the night. The next day, CW carried out her plan and left Madison on the beach. She took control of Madison's phone and pretended she was still alive by posting pictures on social media. CW also stole Madison's money, clothes, and passport. She pretended to be Madison, wearing her clothes and using technology to sound like her. Ryan tried to contact Madison, but CW ignored him. CW had a photo of Madison on her wall along with pictures of other girls, suggesting she had harmed others before. CW rested at Madison's villa and then set out to find her next victim. She met Jessica, another traveler and influencer, and befriended her. During a photo shoot, CW stole Jessica's hotel keycard without her knowing. Later, she took Jessica's belongings, just as she had done with Madison. When Jessica reached out for help, CW led her to Madison's villa. Ryan was there, surprising Jessica. CW claimed to be Madison's friend and convinced Ryan to trust her. CW used technology to mimic Madison's voice and called Ryan, telling him to leave the villa. Ryan was confused but decided to stay. Hoping Madison would return, this complicated situation made it difficult for CW to carry out her plans quickly. Ryan shared his suspicions about CW, and Jessica started investigating her. Jessica sent a direct message to Madison. However, since CW had Madison's phone, she intercepted and read the message. Jessica started feeling uneasy about CW and decided to leave the villa as soon as possible. Sensing Jessica's intention, CW stopped Jessica from leaving and they argued. In the end, CW attacked Jessica by slamming her head against the wall and eventually killed her. Ryan returned just right after CW managed to hide Jessica's body in a suitcase and CW considered killing him too, but a photo Ryan tagged her and made her realize she had to delete it to hide her identity. She lied to Ryan, claiming Jessica had gone home. When Ryan saw a photo of Madison with another man, he was devastated. CW comforted him and they talked, but she declined his offer to promote her as an influencer. Later, CW drugged Ryan and they slept together. In the morning, she drove him to a ferry station and said goodbye. CW burned Madison's belongings and remembered how she met Ryan and thought he could help her become an influencer. Ryan discovered the hotel from Madison's photo didn't have records of her staying there. He met Rupert, who explained that CW had edited the photo. Ryan started investigating further, realizing Madison was in danger. He returned to the villa and found CW's bag with Madison's diary, learning about the boat and the island. When CW returned, Ryan attacked and restrained her, demanding answers. Ryan forced CW to take him to Madison, but she tries to manipulate him, warning him that if he involved the police, they would arrest him instead of her. Enraged, Ryan grabbed CW and forcefully took her to her boat, demanding that she take him to Madison. She pretended to comply, agreeing to take him to Madison, but sneakily attacked him, throwing him into the water. On the water, she used Ryan's own knife to end his life. Hiding his body on her boat, CW returned to her villa. Using Madison's account, CW posted false accusations against Ryan, framing him for molestation. She received a lot of support from others from Madison Instagram. CW went to the island but was surprised to see the fire still burning. It appeared that someone else was already present on the island or that Madison herself was still alive. Noticing the marking, 25, on a wooden log, CW began searching for Madison's body but couldn't find it. Suddenly she is attacked by Madison herself. Madison beats CW, knocks her down, takes her boat, and leaves the island. When CW woke up a few minutes later, she saw Madison driving away, leaving her behind. Thank you for watching, subscribe and like for more videos like this.